Welcome back to Everything Whiskey. I'm Callum.
I'm Sam.
And today is the St. Paddy's Day episode. We've decided to have a look at the Teeling 14
Brabazon,
yeah.
Alright, so to one of our subscribers, Cohen, apologies we didn't get the Redbreast cask strength. We did look for it with the intentions of purchasing it, but we couldn't find it anywhere in our area. I don't know, it's just not...
No.
It's just something it's kind of
we have the
difficult
normal
to find.
Redbreast,
You gotta,
cask strength.
Yeah, you gotta order it online and stuff, and it takes a while. Anyway, we've tried to get something equally as cool. This is a Teeling limited edition. This is their Series 3. I think they do a series every year. It's a 14-year-old Teeling, and it's called Brabazon Bottling. Now, Brabazon was the family name, and that family kind of really dominated the area of just the land and property in this area of Dublin, and that is the area that Teeling have made, you know, their distillery, their home. And the Brabazon house, as it's called, with the main house for the family, is now like the office, the main office for Teeling. And they got commissioned an artist to draw this up, what it looks like now as Teeling inhabits it. Now it's really cool because me and Kelly have never tried like a high-ish proof Irish. Like
43 was the highest,
probably 43 or something like that. This one's 49.5, so it's basically 50%.
And as you know, we love cask.
We love, so. Yeah, exactly. So it's right up our alley. And it's Pedro Ximenéz spends 3 years, 3 damn years in a Pedro Ximenéz cask, and this is rare barrels from...
Which is sherry, yeah?
Yeah, from fortified wine. So it's like, I think they said like 90 years old, some of the barrels are that they use, so they're like rare Pedro Ximenéz casks.
90-year-old.
Yeah, so like it's full on. So, and 3 years, that is not an insignificant amount of time to spend in wine barrels. Like, that can really add some flavor really quickly. You can lose your whole whiskey flavor in that really quickly. So it comes in a cool little box, but I'm gonna put it down for now. Alright, bottle design is like super simple, but I like it. It's like clean, like they've actually kind of like indented the branding on the bottle itself.
It's really nice, yeah.
Probably not gonna be able to see it particularly well.
It's a step up from what they normally do. It's just on the label normally.
Yeah, but it's the same bottle shape as usual. Yeah. But all that's just fluff. So we'll get to the actual notes of the whiskey. Irish is something that I don't know.
I enjoy it, but it's just boring.
I enjoy it, but we've found just a little bit disappointing. Not even like because it's bad, but just because it's just never kind of lived up to the way a lot of people talk it up.
Get your nose in that. That jumps right out the glass.
It's got some colour on it. I mean, it is 14 years old. It doesn't smell like Irish though, it smells like a Speyside.
I was gonna say that, yeah, it smells more scotchy.
It smells super scotchy, except with a bit more butter and biscuitiness.
It's got like a
not a strong.
It's got a heavy malt behind it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I get Speyside from it, because it's got a big malt impact. The malt funk.
Bit of honey on the end as well.
Yeah, honey. I'm not getting too much of the sherry on the nose. I'm definitely getting it, like it's slight raisins and
the fruitiness would be the
bit of fig and stuff like that, but it's really light. It's more of just the malty honey kind of stuff you get from a Speyside. A bit more
brown sugar on it,
a bit more butter and stuff. It smells thick. It's a pretty jumpy, lively nose.
I really like this nose actually. I know it
smells salty.
It's kind of in the complete other direction from what I would associate with Irish.
With Irish, yeah.
But yeah, it's really nice.
I like the nose on this, but it doesn't smell like a typical Irish. Like you're not getting the like a Jameson style of like bread biscuit, butter and cookies and stuff. You're getting like a bit of definitely butter on the nose, but I'm not getting like the biscuity like shortbread cookie kind of like thing.
It reminds me of a dimple.
A little bit. I'm gonna go in for the taste because like the nose is like freaking me out because it does just smell like a...
The problem is though, like I don't necessarily like Speyside whiskies. I understand this is an Irish, but from the nose it's very reminiscent.
But we don't mind Speysides, they're just not...
I just like the multi-funk.
Yeah, it's not where we go anymore, we're kind of past it I guess.
So I really hope this doesn't have that multi-funk because otherwise it'll be, I mean, not enjoyable.
foot's got some flavour on that. Damn, that's got some... Ooh, it keeps changing.
Initially, it is on the lines of a Speyside, but with a bit of a biscuit note, a bit more nut.
I like this.
Bit of cream.
This is good. This is it's super oily. Like it's it's clingy. It's really the flavour sticks with you. It's quite intense. It's not like a watery whiskey whatsoever. The malt hits you straight away, but then it kind of eases off, and you get definitely the sherry shines through on the taste. Like you get the dark raisins. It's like salted raisins. It's like salted dark fruit.
You get that heavy, earthy, like nutty note.
Yeah, there's like some waxy nuts, but on the finish, I get like wet hay, and like more nuts, but like kind of like almondy, like a dry almond.
I get like green grass
and grass and hay.
Kind of similar
on the finish, but the majority, like the middle part, the start and middle part, are really like quite dense and oily and rich.
This is a whole lot more flavorful and complex than I find Irish whiskies
definitely 100%.
Except the Connemara is the only exception because it's peated.
Yeah, but I still found that way more.
I would enjoy this.
That was way more simple than this. This is way more layers. It's more rich and intense. This is really nice. It's really I definitely get the sherry kick. Not as much as I think from 3 years in a sherry barrel though, but it's definitely there. There's that funky fruit. It's that overripe fruit, but with some like salt on it. It's really nice. This proof is perfect. I wouldn't even, normally we like high proof, like high, like 50, 55 and upwards we like on scotches and stuff, but
no, this
is I wouldn't go any higher. This has got a really hot, like dense, intense mouthfeel.
Have a smell of the nose now. You get those, I get sherry notes
I get
on the
more
nose
now. Yeah, definitely. The taste for me is where this one shines though.
For sure. I don't like the nose.
The nose is okay, but it's nothing special. But
this
the
reminds
taste
me of
is quite,
Speyside.
but the taste is actually quite unique.
I really like
it
that.
Still does lean Scotchwood though.
It does.
I don't think it leans on the Irish side.
I really like that heavy, nutty, earthy note.
Yeah, me too. And I really like that salted, overripe fruit kind of like flavour you get at the start.
That earthiness is like then backed by the sherry. And just helps it along the way, and it's really nice.
Teeling whiskey, Brabazon Bottling Single Malt Irish whiskey, aged 14 years, Pedro Ximenéz.
Yeah.
Crafted by Jack Teeling.
The third one, you said?
Yeah, series 3 of their limited edition bottlings that they do I think it's every year. So this specific type, the Brabazon Bottling, their series 3 is limited to 10,000 bottles worldwide, which I'm kind of surprised we got it. Like 10,000 is decent, but when you consider like spread that across the world, there can't be many of them.
And I mean, in Australia, like not many people drink Irish,
yeah.
so like
that's why we get lucky, because like
I think
there's not a huge like
whiskey
density, population density of like whiskey nerds.
So
like when we find the Octomores and stuff,
it's not on you, but we have the Octomore 10.1.
Yeah. It's like there was only 2 there, but we got it because no one else wants to spend that much because it's on something they haven't heard of.
Yeah.
So like we actually kind of get pretty lucky on that kind of thing.
It's the only positive about
only positive about Australia with whiskey
terms,
because everything is so expensive and far away. It's definitely no clear, this is an Irish whiskey component to this flavour profile, for me. There's more butter
biscuit.
There's more butter and a tiny bit of biscuit, but there's not that clear, like, shortbread biscuity kind of like note.
Yeah, the only Irish note that's prominent for me is the butter biscuit. It's more prominent on the taste and the nose.
For me, it's not even butter biscuit, it's like just butter. Like there's some like really nice dairy butter likeness to it, and
might be just because it's so
ramped
ramped up though in alcohol.
Yeah, so happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope you enjoyed the random, spontaneous
Guinness
episode we did. We thought we're buying this, and we're like, we saw Guinness on special. And we're like, you know what? Let's just do a beer review. Screw it. Let's try.
So we're not everything whiskey. We're
mostly whiskey.
Everything Guinness, and
instead of everything whiskey, we're mostly whiskey. Anyway, thank you for watching this episode of Everything Whiskey. If you enjoyed it, maybe give us a like. If you want to see future episodes from us, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. Cheers.